Well guys, what's up? I'm Brian here, taking a look at Generations Whirl. Now, this toy some people are on the fence of. Some people actually really do like it. Some people absolutely hate this toy and its existence and think it shouldn't have been made and Hasbro should have made a different kind of Voyager or something like that. Me, honestly, I like some of it. Some of it I don't like. Like, it's got its flaws, but overall, do I think it's really that bad of a toy? Well, let's go ahead and take a look. First thing I'm going to point out that's really bad about this toy is that the front turret right here, which you can take off and plug anywhere else, but it seems like this is where it's supposed to be. If you plug it there, the skis lift up. You can see the skis underneath there, that's what I call them, I don't care what they're called, but they're up in the air because of this peg. So they don't really fully go to the ground. The back section of the skis, they hit the ground just fine, but the front of them they just don't. Now let's take a look at the weapons. All these weapons can detach from it, and there is something that I don't like about these weapons is the clip system on them. You got these little, I'm just going to call them the ports on the side here. You can see, this is a better example. You can see right there that would allow you to actually clip on a weapon, which is pretty cool. You know, they do continue that clip system. At least I think this is part of that clip system. If not, well then it's not. Yeah, it connects like so, and you got some of these, the actual clips themselves that are sideways like that, but then you also have these clips that go the other way. Why? Why can't they all just be this? Why does it have to go the other way? So now you got some weapons that can plug in like this way, or something. I don't know. Let's see, what's one of the examples? Geez, I can't find any of the examples. Maybe it is a good clip system. Oh, okay, like that. Man, I really stumble on my words today. But anyways, like this. That just doesn't work. Why do you have to do that? What's the point of that? I just don't get it. Now you do have a couple of the ports on the side here. You got some right here, you got some right here. On the back here, I believe that's also a couple of clip bits, whatever you want to call it. But not exactly sure what weapon can actually go there. This weapon probably can. At least I think it is. Oh no, it's not. Sorry about that. But then you also got them on this side, and of course you got the peg hole at the bottom, so you can plug stuff onto the bottom of that. Unfortunately, you cannot plug in this. I believe you can attach this. Yep, you can attach that the other way around. I believe you can. This doesn't have the peg, but of course, as we mentioned before, you can do that. So that's pretty good. And then he's also got the holes on the side here too, so if you want to attach weapons like that, go ahead. As far as oh, I hit the camera. As far as the skis are concerned, yes, you can clip stuff onto that, so that's pretty good. Anyways, the weapons, you know, they're alright. You get a Gatling gun, so that's pretty cool. You also get this missile launcher, which actually I really do like. And then you get this missile launcher, and then you get this missile launcher. He really likes missile launchers, apparently. Anyways, let's take a look at the actual toy itself. And one of the biggest issues that I have with this is the canopy itself, and it just won't open. I know it can. I know it has the potential to open, but I can't get it to open. I spent like 5 minutes trying to open sorry about that, the damn thing. And there's no tabs, no holes, or anything like that. You can't really grab onto it. It just kind of slips by, so why? What's even the point? You can't open it. There's no second pin or screw that I'm seeing that just leaves it in there. There's a pin right there, which leads me to believe that there's a joint. And I saw some photos of people actually putting like a little figure inside there, which, by the way, you can't put in the Headmaster. I haven't actually tried, but I can tell from the size that you can't actually put in the Headmaster. So there's that. There's some pretty good detail in there. I will give it that, but I don't like that. And some of these parts don't really attach too well. I mean, look at this. Look at that. It's bad. Sometimes the arms and legs, they can be a little bit of a hassle, but They're not that bad. And yes, I do understand that his upper legs are right here. Not that big of a concern. It's a bigger concern when you have it in hand, but when I saw it in the photos, it didn't really draw away from the design of it. I knew that these were the upper legs, but I kind of liked the style that I was going for, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Anyways, transformation. Oh yeah, and this set also comes with stickers. It comes with a couple of red stripes for the propellers, the front and back one, which do spin, by the way. And then it's got an Autobot logo on the front, as well as multiple other stickers, but I put them away because I didn't want to attach them. Also, a couple of missiles on the side here. At least, they might be missiles, or the turbine thingies, or whatever. I don't really care. I don't know anything about helicopters. There's that. What does that do? Anyways, transformation into his Gerwalk mode. Yes, he's actually got an official Gerwalk mode. Is I like to collapse the propellers first, and then open up the arms, like so. Then bring out the legs. Move them down, and rotate them like so. And I like to bend the knees back. Now, there is another way to transform the legs. We will talk about that later. Bring down the feet. They extend out, and bring this up. And that will actually hold the feet in place. So that's pretty cool. Pop this out, bring that down, and plug it in like so. Anyways, with that out of the way, the waist joint will fold back, bring out his little claw things, which I really do like. Bring down his arms, like so, rotate. I'll do a better job showing that off on this side. You can see it's on a double joint, bring that out, rotate it from the elbow, and bring out his little pincher thingies. And in case you're wondering, you cannot do it from this way, it has to be from this way. Take the back propeller, and bring that forward, and that will go into this tab. There's a little hole at the bottom here that will go into the tab. Right there, like so. And let me bring up the camera. Hopefully it doesn't fall, because I can feel it falling. Ah! See, I told you. There we go. And there's Whirl in his Gerwalk mode. Now, I see a lot of people complain about this mode, and they really hate it. And I will admit, I'm not the biggest fan of it. But there's people that do appreciate these funny transformations to the Transformers toys. I'm pretty sure that someone would have figured out how to do a Gerwalk mode anyways for this toy. So, I'm not going to complain about it. You can easily skip this. It doesn't affect the transformation whatsoever. So, it really doesn't matter. I really don't care about this mode. I find it a little amusing, but it's not that big of a deal for me. Anyways, to continue the transformation, just bring this up and bring this down and rotate the arms. And now you can continue on to the robot mode. Bring this section, or actually open this section. Oh, sorry. There's a couple of tabs that actually go into the cockpit. It's really difficult for me to pop that out. Okay, you can see that little tab right there will go into that hole. You just bring that back just a little bit, and then open this section up. Then you, let me see, there's a double joint to where the back end of the tail actually connects to. So just bring that up, just to get that out of the way. Fold this all the way down, and then take the tail and bring this inside the backpack, while these little fins will tab into little gaps that match the size of this. And sometimes it's easier said than done, but you can get this all to connect. And what I like to do, personally, is this section is on a joint. Now you can leave it like that so that the propeller goes straight down. But what I like to do is bring that down so that it can fit into this little gap right here. And there you have Whirl pretty much in his robot mode. Now there's still a couple of things that you can do with this toy if you want. The first thing you can do is the ball joints on here, sometimes they're a little loose and they kind of drag down. What you can do for them is the ball joint is actually supposed to push into the body. And when you do that, that pretty much tightens up this joint. Now I don't push it down that far because it's on little sticks of plastic and I feel like they're going to break at some point. But if you just push that in just a little bit, the arms will stay there. They will. You can pretty much move this around and the joints won't move from inside the body. So that's pretty good because those were the joints that actually were the loosest when it comes to the arms. You can also bring up the head. There's actually a little neck joint right there that you can bring up so you can make his head raise up and make him look more alien-like. And there's another thing you can do, but it's at the risk of breaking this toy. Now, with this toy, you got a little knee going on here. You know, this little backwards knee. Now, some people like to bring this forward like that, which is fine. I mean, this is flat after all, so, you know, you don't get all this gap section, which, by the way, is painted silver, even though nothing on that piece is blue. So I don't understand why it's painted silver. It just makes the gaps a little more obnoxious. But there is another joint inside here that you can move back and give him that chicken leg look, or whatever that the movie Starscream legs. Now, I don't recommend doing that because if you can see from inside there, you can see the joint itself, and then you can actually see what goes around that joint. And it's way too close to the actual joint, and that is hanging on a thin piece of plastic, meaning that you have the potential to actually break this toy doing that. I have never moved that piece. I know some people have, but I never have because I just worry about that. So I just leave the legs back like this. I have no issue with that. Some people might not want that. Some people might want the chicken leg effect. Some people might want to turn this around like that. Doesn't really matter. You can do whatever you want. I just leave it like this because it makes Whirl a little bit more different and unique. And I like that, especially when his neck is up like that. Now what you can also do is he's got this little antenna section that you can actually move forward. Now what's cool about this, I guess it's cool, is that he's got some transparent plastic inside the head, which you can't probably see too well. But trust me, he does have some transparent plastic inside there. And as you can see with the antenna, that moves in front of the transparent piece. So that means that when you have that up, no light is actually going through the head. But if you bring it back, you can actually see the light go through his eye. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I mean, you can kind of make him talk or something like that. It's just something to add to this toy. It's not that big of a deal. I don't really see the major point in doing that, but they did it anyway, so I'm not going to complain. He does have his pinching hands, which are actually connected, so when you move one, the other one moves. And his hips are pretty loose, if you could not tell by the fact that he keeps wanting to fall over. But he's got a whole bunch of these weapons, and I forgot to do a size compare with Vortex, but whatever, there's your size comparison, whatever. Anyways, what I like to do with the weapons is I like to, with this side, you can flip this up, and only this weapon will do it, but you got these little tabs right there, right there, that will actually slide on this little tab, and you can do that for either hand, but that's what I like to do. And then for this hand, what I like to do is plug on the Gatling gun, or whatever you want to call it, and then attach this, and then I believe this attaches somewhere else. Can't really recall exactly how I did this. It's been a while. I believe, oh, like that. Okay. And then he's just got a mess of weapons on this hand, which I kind of do like. So, do I highly recommend Whirl? If you're interested. He is not the best toy out there. He's got a lot of problems going for him. But if you like the design and you like Whirl in the comics, then yes, I would say go ahead and get him. There is a third-party Whirl coming out that I actually really do like. I love the look of that, and I would recommend looking into that. But if you think that's going to be too expensive for you, and you do like the look of this, and you know about the problems, is what I'm trying to say, then I'd say, yeah, it's something to look into. I wouldn't say this is the #1 toy to get, but maybe it's something to look into. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun tunes, and I'll see you guys next time. Fist bump! Oh, I forgot the size comparison. Oh.